Okay, thank you for everybody for attending Kent State Board of Nursing APRN committee for today, September 9th. And we did have 5 members, but I think Kimberly fell off, is that right?
She's actually on there.
Oh, is she?
Or wait, oh, I'm sorry. No.
Kenyatta, yeah, Michelle.
Maybe
I think we have one that's having some trouble getting in.
Oh,
They keep joining and leaving.
looks like she's as an attendee right now.
Oh.
Siller.
Try to move her over.
I think they're on the way.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, and then there's Kelly. All right, perfect. We have more than enough for a quorum. All right, perfect. So we have more than enough for a quorum, so we're good for that. And then there was no on-site packet, correct, Carol?
That's correct.
Okay. And do we have any additions or revisions to the agenda? No. And we just have one announcement. We'd like to thank Kimberly Siller for her help in working with the board and specifically with this APRN committee. And we have a thank you. A certificate of appreciation, a thank you that will be getting out to your home. I think she's still there. Yeah, she's there in the middle. So thank you very much, and we appreciate you and taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. And then we'll go on for approval for minutes from June 10th, 2025.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the minutes from the June 10th, 2025 APRN committee meeting as written.
Okay, perfect. Do I have a second?
A second.
Kristen? Okay, all
This
those
is
in favor-
Michelle, I second.
Oh, sorry, Michelle. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, perfect. All right, those minutes have been approved. And then we have one item from the consent agenda, the APRN programs approval for licensure.
And actually, we don't have any this time. This is the out-of-state APRN programs that we haven't looked at when someone sends in a license application. We always look at those. We kind of have a list of the ones that we've looked at, and there were no new
No
ones
new
this
ones
time.
to say. Okay. All right, perfect. We're going to move on to unfinished business. The prescription monitoring program committee report. Tracy is not on, so we'll follow up with her next time. No report on that. And then an update on the CNMI regulations. Carol?
Yeah. Well, I wish I could say that I had them. Obviously, they were not in your packet. I have been following up with the Board of Healing Arts because evidently, according to them, there's 2 that have not been approved. So I've been trying to get those 2 so that I can start them through the Board of Nursing. I have been put in touch with 2 of their general counsel, and I haven't gotten them. I haven't actually heard anything back from them. So I'm not sure where these 2 regs are that have not been approved. But I will keep trying.
Okay, we appreciate that. All right, an update on the revision of KR 60-9-106.
Yes, it is going through the approval process. So it's not, anywhere near the public notice and stuff like that, but it is going through the process.
Okay, so we'll hear more about that. So it gets to a public hearing part. And then the 5-year combined statute and regulations review process.
That actually starts on page 5 in your packet. And some of you may remember this that have been involved with KSBN for a while. But a few years ago, we had a 5-year, what we call legislative review that looked at both statutes and regulations. We'd had that for years and years. And then the legislature started this other process in which every 5 years we have to look at all of our regulations. Statutes are not actually involved with that one, but theirs is all regulations. And if you remember, we got done with that not too long ago because we had to answer some questions. You know, could it be revoked? Public protection, different things like that. Well, what we're doing now is we're actually combining those two together into one process. And so you will see on page 10 in your packet are the ones, and this is both statutes and regulations that have to be reviewed by this committee. And so we put some years out here, review years, with the thinking that it would be up to the committee how they wanted to do this in that year, such as, you know, like in March 2026, I could list the ones that needed to be looked at in 2026, and then you all could decide the process that you want to do those within that year. That makes sense?
Okay,
In other words, we're not saying, well, you have to do these in March, you have to do these in June. We're kind of leaving that up to the committee, but you would know which ones had to be done in 2026. And then there's some for 2027, there's some for 2028, and there's some for 2029. Because we have to do this 5-year report to the legislature every 5 years, and we just submitted it this year.
okay, so this will keep us on a regular review process and we're not all inundated at once.
Right. That
Okay,
was the plan.
that's the plan. Okay, sounds like a good plan. Does anybody have any questions or concerns? So then we can just start this as of after our first meeting in March. Or get it assigned? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, an idea, what I know another committee is doing is I'm going to put this list in the December packet, and then they will direct me which ones they might want in the March packet to review. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah.
So that way it's up to you all when you review them, as
Okay.
long as they're done within that year.
Okay, that sounds okay with me. Does anybody else have any questions, concerns? So we'd be reviewing these as of December and just getting ready for March and being prepared. Okay, all right. We don't need to do anything about this right this second, right? We'll leave that for March.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so just make sure, mark your calendars. We'll be a little busy after the first of the year with some things that need to be addressed. Any new business? No, no new business. And then for the agenda, which is good. And then for the agenda for December 2025, we will have the 5-year combined statute and regulations review process, and we'll be working that out. Hopefully get an update on the PMP report, and then see if we've heard anything back from BOHA on the last 2 unapproved regulations for CNM independence. And then another update to see if 60-9-106 and how far that is in the process. Anything else I'm forgetting that we should be doing?
Did we approve APRN programs in December?
Yeah, those are actually on there every time.
Okay.
Okay, and then if there's any APRN programs that we need to, on the consent item agenda.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate everybody coming and attending today. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know, and thanks for coming, and our meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
See you in a bit. Cole.